All right, I see the number 2 next to our listeners, or our viewers area, so that means we're back on. Just let me just take a peek at the outfield scoreboard here.
Inside the line.
The numbers you see on your screen are correct. We are still on the top of the third with the Stars batting. There is 2 outs. And Gus Wermeyer comes to the plate now. Looks like we got 5 games now. Awesome. So tell your friends about that. I do think I have the equipment cooled down as I did a little test before we went on there, and it seemed like it got working. I was able to find the fan, put it on high, equipment right in front of it for a few seconds. And it seems like everything's working smoothly. Maybe not all. Because if it was working smoothly, we would have gone back to the scoreboard in the other left corner.
Number 11, Harry Hot.
It was working literally 2 seconds ago.
Now batting for the veteran, Sebby Skoglund. Now batting for the Royals, number 5, Hudson Spicer. Now batting number 1, Goyne. Guru. Now batting for the Royals, number 17, Owen Gilbert. Washer, Nolan Riser, and Weston Miner.
Stay right there.
Now batting for the veterans, number 15, Cameron Slosher. Nolan Riser.
Wiermeyer will send one into right field for a base hit. He'll get himself a single off that. That's the 14th hit of the ball game here for the Stars unofficially. They now have 14 runs on 14 hits. How many of those runs are scored on 4 errors? I'm not sure. There's a strike. 0-1 to West Pancras. Looks like Jack Bjornson's on deck here for the Stars. And that one was for 5 runs in the first, 5 runs in the third, 4 runs in the top of the fourth. They have a runner on base here at the top of the third. Strike 2 called there. 1-2. Swing and a miss, and Pancras will go out on strikes. That'll bring up Jack Bjornson. Looks like Max Ammerman's on deck. And here's Bjornson's first pitch, low and outside into the dirt for ball 1. 1-0. Thank you once again for tuning back in to stream number 2 of this game here. Ooh, that one came in a little bit too far inside, and that will put Pancras on base. Might have a little black and blue mark from it, but I'll reset the count here for Max Ammerman to be the next batter. And I'm sorry, I don't have the Bozeman jersey numbers memorized, so I'll do my best. But, and there's strike 1 to Ammerman. Ethan Dahl is on deck here for the Stars. Pitch inside for a ball. 1-1 to count now here to Max Ammerman. And that one's inside for ball 2. 2 balls on strike now. Grant Goddard, the runner on first. There's a runner on second, too, here for the Stars. And now miss for ball 3. So 3-1. And I'll walk them. So now the bases are loaded for Ethan Dahl. But first, looks like we'll have a visit to the mound here. And looks like they're going to make a change. Maybe. He turned to the dugout and called for somebody. I would presume he's maybe making a change, but we will stand by here and see what happens. Oh, okay, so he's not making a change. He called for something to be brought out from the dugout. A cup of water there for their pitcher ignoring. Certainly understandable. It's pretty intense out there as far as the humidity goes. Last time I checked, we were at 98. I haven't checked recently. Let's see if there's any update. Yep, still mostly sunny in 98. No, it just went up to 99. So, like literally when I said that, it switched from 8 to 9. All right, here's Ethan Dahl coming to the plate now with the bases loaded. And Ethan Dahl will send one into left field. And that will score Gus Wiermeyer and move everybody else 90 feet. It's 15 to 8 now. Leo and Mora, thanks so much for the kind message on the chat. Certainly doing my best here. Essex will foul that one back. We're at 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss, and he'll go down on strikes, and that'll be out number 2. Oh wait, I guess it was not 0-2. It's 0-2 now. Must have been 1-2 prior to that. And this will be fair, and they'll throw home, and he's out at home. So Michael Essex will get on with a fielder's choice. And up with the second out on the board, but the bases will remain loaded. So Kobe Hansen batting. And that pitch will miss for a ball. It's 1-0. Max Ammerman on third, Ethan Dahl on second, Michael Essex on first. A swing and a miss there by Kobe Hansen will push the count to 2-1. And that one's fouled back into the netting, and we'll be at 2-2. Pitch, and Kobe Hansen flies that one out to right field. He'll toss his bat towards the dugout, and he'll strand his teammates on base. And that will bring us to the bottom of the 5th, as their score is now 15-8 in favor of the Stars. We'll be back. We'll go to mute during the musical intermission. We'll be right back. Brought some sort of refreshment beverage type thing to the other umpire. Peek through the binoculars, see if I can get a better idea of what that is. Oh, it's actually eye drops, so That's why I have binoculars, so I don't totally mess up like I did 15 seconds earlier. You definitely don't want to drink eye drops. So the home plate umpire is calling balls and strikes. Look at his eyes back, and at least I think he will. Bouncing ball towards Hansen, up to second, over to first, safe at first, so they get the lead runner, Scamma at second, and that puts the first out on the board. And hers will reach on a fielder's choice. Quesada is the batter now here for Bozeman. First pitch will just miss outside for ball one. I want to say hi to the Goddard family chiming in on the chat. Thank you once again for your kind message. It seems to be going well up to this point, even though I got to do it the hard way, but strike one. It's without a doubt frustrating, but you just got to stay positive and do the best you can. So hopefully the best that I'm able to do right now doesn't seem too entirely different. Outside of you not getting a line score every once in a while, but 2 balls and I am keeping track of everything. So when the game comes to a conclusion, they will have an awards ceremony for the winning team. I don't know if time limit applies in this one. I would assume it might. If it does, we have 15 minutes of this game remaining. And this is a bouncing ball to Hansen at second. 4-3 ground out to Wiermeyer. Advances the runner to second. Puts the second out on the board. So 2 away and a runner on second. And Sam Sullivan, who at one point in this game was the pitcher. I don't think he is anymore though. I just haven't been able to keep track of all the changes. So, and that's fouled away. No balls and a strike here to Sullivan. third and fired over to first. 5-3 ground out will end the inning. They strand one on base, and it remains a 15-8 game as we go into the 6th inning of play. And if time limit applies, the 6th inning will be our final inning. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports. All right, so Cash Tasker is the pitcher here for Bozeman. He'll square off against Kane Mathiasen. The first pitch is in for a low strike, 1-1. And that one just past the diving True Archer at short into left center field. And he'll head to second on a stand-up double. One hour and 49 minutes now, time of the game. Caleb Blanchett has been heating up recently. Will step up to the plate and see what he can do this time around. And that will be fouled off. So, once again, time limit, in theory, this game would be over in 10 minutes. If the Stars can score one more run, that would put the 8-run rule into effect as well. So that's something to keep in mind. Depending on how quickly the top half of the inning goes, there might be a chance to play the bottom half. They may play the full inning regardless, but I would doubt that we would see the 7th inning if the rules of the previous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. If the rules of the previous 14 games apply to this one, we will not see a 7th inning in this game. 2-1 the count. But I've been caught by a surprise before, so we'll find out. Kane Mathiasen on second, as Blanchett will take the next pitch for a ball, and it's 3-1. Tasker delivers. Just missed it, and he'll walk Blanchett. Tucker Cozen will come in and replace Blanchette on first base, and Gus Wurmeyer will come in and to the batter's box. Argentina and Sweden are going at it in the World Cup. And there's nobody at second base, as it looked like Tasker was going to turn back and throw, but intelligently he held on to the ball because there was nobody there to receive it. The pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Jim, thanks for tuning back in. I certainly appreciate everybody who's tuned back in. I think we're only missing 4 people based on the last count I had. Unless those 4 people decide not to tune back in. But high fly ball to second or center field, and they'll throw it in quickly to keep Mathiasen at second. So that is out number 1, and that'll bring up Tyler Frederick to the plate. High for a ball, 1-0. Could have just kept that ball signal on there, I guess. Instead of turning it off. And that one's going to miss for ball 2. Let me flip a page here. Maybe flip 2 pages to get an opposite direction. There we go. Okay. I don't know if you saw that. Yeah, you might have. My notebook's right in front of the camera there. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Yeah, 2 balls and a strike now here to Tyler Frederick. It's like Jack Bjornsson's on deck. Second baseman Norick went over there, and Tasker turned around after Norick went back to his original starting point. Keeping an eye on Mathiasen in second, because that pitch comes up high for ball 3. The second inning of play is the only inning the Stars have not scored in so far. They haven't scored yet here in the 6th, but they're threatening with a player in scoring position. That one fouled almost into the post 400 dugout. Once again, your runners on are Kane Mathiasen on second, Tucker Cozen on first. Tyler Frederick the batter. 3 balls and 2 strikes. According to the scoreboard in the outfield. Pickoff attempt there at second. Mathiasen safe. According to the Hutch's weather app, there's been an air quality alert issued for my current location. And considering that he's expanded his weather coverage to pretty much the entire United States, I'll take that. I'll take that, his app for the word. But anybody from North Dakota knows exactly who Hutch Johnson is. If you don't, then you probably just recently moved to North Dakota in the last year, maybe. That's about the only explanation I would accept. That one's high, and that will walk them, and that will load the bases. Mathiasen on third, Cozen on second, Frederick on first, and it's Jack Bjornsson who will bat next. But first, we'll have a visit to the mound here as Cash Tasker will get words of encouragement from his coach here. Catcher Hers will join the conversation as they are likely discussing how to get out of a 1-out bases loaded jam. Obviously, the obvious play would be any ground ball to a positional player. You throw it back home for the force out. Depending on where the ball is hit, go to the nearest base and let the run score to at least record the second out. And hopefully you don't give up a home run. But you still want to throw strikes, even at that risk. Unless you definitely don't want to win the game, then you can throw balls, but there's a strike. And that's why you throw a strike, because 50% of those are going to get fouled away anyway, so. And once again, Castor comes down the middle and it's strike 2, so. Guessing the coach may have had a similar talk with him as I just mentioned. So far it's working. High for a ball, 1-2. It's okay. We'll check the ball and toss that one back to the dugout, put a new one into play here. Oh, I was gonna mention, they have a lot of options at their concession stand. I was pretty impressed when I went up there. He tried to check his swing, but he couldn't pull it back. His momentum carried it forward, and that will be out number 2, excuse me, on the strikeout. And that'd be Peyton Oshner, who will be coming to the plate now. Peyton Oshner subbing into the number 2 spot in the lineup, I think. No, wherever Matt Zammerman's at, that's where he's subbing in at. And Oshner will send a foul ball for a foul, obviously. And 1 ball, 1 strike. That play-by-play call brought to you by Captain Obvious. I'll have to say, Stream 2 has gone a lot smoother than Stream 1 has. I'll throw it over to first. That'll strand everybody on base, and we'll go to the bottom of the 6. At least I think we will. We'll take a break and be back in a moment. Welcome back, True Archer, the batter. time of the game, 2 hours, 1 minute so far. That pitch comes in for a strike. The time limit applies. This will be the final half inning of play. And that will be a base hit out into like center field, left center field. And that'll be a double. That is the 6th hit of the game, according to my numbers, for the Bozeman Bucks. Kimmel, the batter. First pitch will miss for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Kimmel. Once again, the runner on second is True Archer. Got there with a double to center. The pitch. And this one, a hard hit ball. Sneak by Max Hammer, or Peyton Oshner, excuse me.
Yeah, let's go!
15-9 now in the 7th hit of the ball game. Still nobody out.
For the Bucks. And Wyatt. 4.
So an RBI single. So Peyton Oshner in at shortstop in place of Max Ameren now. As I look around, I see no other change. Oh, I do see one other change. Tyler Fredericks in right field now. All the other positional players are the same. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Just a little low for ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Harvey Kimmel, the runner on first. Wyatt Ford, the batter. The pitch. Wyatt Ford will swing and miss on a pitch to the inside, and that'll be a strikeout. It would have been ball 2, but he got jammed up on the inside near the bat handle. First out is in the books now. I did get a copyright strike for his walk yesterday, so I had to edit that one out. But I believe that game is now free of copyright. So it'll be a base hit that'll go all the way into the wall. It's going to be at least a double. And coming home is Harvey Kimmel. And the throw to third is not in time. An RBI triple. And it's 15-10.
Triple for Smith brings up.
And that'll bring in another run on the wild pitch. Stars need to be careful here. They still got a 4-run advantage, but as you can see, that can evaporate quickly here if you don't play some clean baseball. Gotta throw those strikes like I was talking about in the top half of the inning. That one's gonna be popped up. Blanchette's running after it, and it will land on top of the roof of the dugout for Bozeman. So no play available for either Ethan Dahl at third or Blanchette, the catcher. It does go into the books as a strike. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. No runners on. Stars lead is trimmed to 15-11. And I don't know if that hit the bat or if somebody hits Oh, that was the kid throwing a cup into the garbage can. It was a strike nonetheless. That one's going to bounce away, and we're at 2-2 now. I would still give that kid a chance if I wanted him on my basketball team. I went for 2 misses. And a mishandled ball by Bjornsson, and that will be an error, and that will put the runner on base. We talked about it yesterday. We talked about it last half inning, and it's happening now. Stars need to clean it up. Otherwise, they're going to be in deep trouble sooner than later. Two balls and no strikes. Ground ball to short. Picked up to second. Over to first. Double play. 6-4-3 on the double play. And as soon as you thought it wasn't going well, it went really well at the end there. And the Scars give up 3. And it looks like we will go to the 7th, or no? The umpire just called something to the Bozeman dugout. Looks like we will go to the 7th inning. So no time limit on the championship game, apparently. We're at 2 hours and gotta do the mental math here since I didn't start a timer. 2 hours and 9 minutes time of the game so far, and we'll go to the 7th. Dahl will lead it off here in the top of the 7th inning, with the Stars leading 15-11. Here in the final inning, barring a tie-up in the bottom half of the 7th, then we would see the 8th, but presumably the final inning here. And the 0-1 pitch is skied to the first baseman in foul territory, and he makes the catch over his shoulder for out number 1.
Top of the batting order, left fielder, number 26, Michael Essex.
Michael Essex, the batter now. And Essex will sky one out into left center. And backpedaling is the shortstop, True Archer, to make the catch for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down.
Second baseman, number 2, Colby Hansen.
That one is caught for out number 3. It's a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 7th. And we go to the bottom of the 7th.
All right, that ends the top of the 7th.
The Bucks will need 4 runs to force the 8th or 5 to walk it off and win. We'll see what happens when we return after this. Stay tuned. Grayson Hers will lead it off here in the bottom of the 7th, and that first pitch is an interesting strike 1. 1-1 the count now. Ball 3. Full count now for Bjornsson on Grayson Hers. I believe it's Hers. Let me double check. And he'll walk him, and it was indeed Hers.
Now batting, top of the batting order, center fielder, number 3, Roland Quesada.
Quezada is the batter now. And I missed that pitch. It came in for a ball, 1-0. And now 2-0. Bjornsson will come set. Wind and deliver. And 3-0. And he's got to stop doing that. Otherwise, he's going to see Coach at the mound here pretty soon. 6 balls and 2 strikes this inning so far. Is not going to get the job done. He'll throw a strike there, and it's 3-1. And maybe my little pep talk from a distance helped. Doubtful, but maybe. 3-1. Can he battle back? Yes, he can. 3-2. See if he can get one more. He walked the last batter on a 3-2 count. We'll see what he does this time around. And that will be popped up, and Ethan Dahl has it at third for out number 1.
Brings up number 15, Quade Schnabel.
Quade Schnabel, the batter now. Sorry, forgot to turn the volume up after the music. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and got a piece of it, and there'll be strike 2 as a result. So he gets ahead in the count here, 1-2. First time he's been ahead in the count in this inning so far. And we'll see if he can punch the ticket on out number 2 here on this pitch or not. And a bouncing ball towards third. That'll go foul, and he'll have to try it again. Stay right where we're at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner on first is Grayson Hers. It is somebody other than Sam Sullivan. His whoever number 15 is. I don't have my roster with me, but number 15 is batting in the place of Sam Sullivan. Not much I can tell you for sure. And that one will miss for a ball. Are we at 2-1? We're at 2-2. Okay, 2-2. And fouled again, 2-2. It stays. 1 away, runner on first. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Quade Schnabel. I just found it on the plays box on Game Changer from a couple innings ago. And the pitch. And that one's low for a ball. It's ball 3. Full count. He's had a full count on every batter he's faced this inning. He's walked 1, and he got 1 to pop out. And he'll walk another 1. That brings the tying run into the on-deck circle. But first,
Now batting shortstop, number 5, True Archer.
True Archer, the batter. And ball 1. He spun just at the right time. He was that close to being called for a balk. And this is a hard hit ball. Is short. It'll sneak by Peyton Oshner into center field. Rounding third is Grayson Hers. He will score. And it's 15-12.
Archer brings hers in. Which brings up first baseman, number 24, Harvey Kimmel.
So Schnabel with an RBI single, and now, or I'm sorry, True Archer with an RBI single. And it's Harvey Kimmel, the batter now. Swing and a miss. Strike two. This batter represents the tying run with runners on first and second. And a nice block there by Blanchette. And that's going to be popped up. And that should be playable by the second baseman, Colby Hansen. And that's out number two. I thought for a moment there, Mathiasen was going to come in and grab that.
Now number 2 brings up number 10, Cash Tasker.
Let's try that again. Cash Tasker will come to the plate. And the Bucks are down to their final out. They need 3 runs. They need a 3-run homer from Cash Tasker to tie this thing up. And instead, he'll get a single down the left field line. 1 run will score for sure, and 2 runs are going to score. That puts the tying run on second base in scoring position.
Double by Tasker brings in 2.
15-14. It's coming down to the wire here between these two teams. And Coach Fichtner is going to come out and talk things over. Stars won this tournament last year, winning all 5 games, not dropping one. This game has been pretty much back and forth from inning number 2 forward. Bozeman beat the Stars 18-9 yesterday.
Number 8, Cody Smith.
We had 28 runs in the game yesterday. We have 29 runs in today's game at this point. And Bjornsson, a ground ball. He gloves it. He'll throw it. That's the ball game. And the Fargo Post 400 Stars go back-to-back here in Bozeman, winning 9 out of 10 games in the last 10 that they have played.
Fargo takes the W. Everybody get home safe. Thanks for coming.
They'll have a short awards presentation, so stick around for that. We're not going to stay live for that. I was told that it was going to be officiated by the guy who gave me my bratwurst and hot dog earlier today. And by the way, if Bozeman was in North Dakota, they'd be at number 1 on the hot dog rankings that we're doing right now. But since that's strictly North Dakota hot dogs, I can crown Bozeman the hot dog champions for sure. I was told the secret ingredient that they marinate their hot dogs in, and I'm not sure it's an ingredient I can mention on the air. So if you're interested, message me privately, send me a text, or just talk to me in person next time you see me, and I'll tell you about it. But Yeah, I'm definitely gonna share it with a couple people when we get back home, and we're gonna have to do our hot dogs the same way.
Stick around for a trophy presentation.
All right, I just got to turn on hit a couple buttons here. The numbers you see on your screen are accurate, with the exception of the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th inning, but that's going to change here momentarily. Oh, now the numbers on your screen are accurate, and now I can get those other innings up. So there you go. Now you got the line score. We'll keep it up here. And $15 runs on 16 hits. 14 runs on 8 hits. Both teams had 4 errors, and I wasn't able to keep track of left on base, but I'm pretty sure both teams had some left on base. If you're just tuning in, we had significant issues in the 1st and 2nd inning, and we weren't able to get things cooled down and operating efficiently until 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd, or 2 outs in the top of the 3rd, one of the two. Well, Jacob Klinsky was the and then Kane Mathiasen, I think, was just announced as the MVP. And Colby Hansen will come take the championship plaque. And that'll do it. The Fargo Post 400 Stars are 2025 and 2026 Bozeman Invite champions. And with them winning 2 championships, we'll see if they invite them back for a chance to win a 3rd or not. But that'll take care of our broadcast. Our next broadcast is Tuesday in Grand Forks when the Grand Forks Royals take on the Fargo Post 400 Stars in a conference doubleheader at Kraft Field in Grand Forks. So we'll have a couple days off for travel to get back to Fargo, and then depending on what time it is when I reach North Dakota, I may or may not spend the night in Bismarck at my dad's place and then finish the trip home to Fargo. But I'll get back to Fargo in time for that road game in Grand Forks. So that much I can tell you for sure. So. Try to get you a good look at that plaque there. That's about the best look I can get you. All right. We will pack up and we'll talk to you on Tuesday when the Stars have their conference doubleheader against the Grand Forks Royals at Kraft Field in Grand Forks. For the fans of the other teams that the Stars played during this invite tournament who tuned in, I know a lot of people in the stands here asked how they could watch the game when they realized we were doing it. And if you got a chance to tune in and watch it, we hope that you enjoyed the broadcast outside of potentially the final score. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast, and we always try and be fair to both teams here. Today was a rough day with the technical difficulties in the first couple innings, but outside of that, it ran pretty smoothly, I thought, and hopefully it didn't look too much different on your side. So a big thank you to all of our sponsors, including Vixen Moorhead, J. Dietz Construction Valley Service, Bell Bank, Mandy's of FargoND.com, Grease Monkey, Hogue Diesel Service and Truck Repair, Sweet Shots, Legacy Plumbing, Frank's Lounge, Dakota Fins and Feathers, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Doolittle's Woodfire Grill, along with Play It Again Sports, Century Builders, Kingpins, and D&M Industries for supporting Fargo Post 100 baseball here in 2026. You know what would be fantastic is if one button in this entire broadcast would work, and let's see if it works. No, at least not yet. Come on. I promise. Well, I'm not going to promise anything actually, but I'm pretty confident we'll have this fixed by that road game in Grand Forks. Probably about 20 degrees cooler maybe, but we'll see. All right, let me manually find this here.